Hello, everybody. This is Naturally Jenna, and got Isaac down for a nap. I should name this segment When My Kid Goes to Sleep. There's a podcast that I like to listen to, and it's called When the Kids Go to Sleep. And it's a young couple who have 5 kids, and they just talk about life, and give advice and do all kinds of adult conversation, I guess you could say. Nothing explicit or anything like that, but they have, deep, meaningful conversations that they really can't have when the kids are running around. And that's kind of how I feel about this, about this, this weekly meeting with you. I feel like I need to have him asleep so that we could talk, right? But yeah, so maybe I should name this When My Kid Goes to Sleep Health Chat. But that's what it is. He's taking a nap, and so hopefully we'll get to chat a little bit here today. Hope you're having a great day. And I want to talk about a topic that was brought to my attention. And someone who followed me on Snapchat and another social media. One of his concerns was about eating more fruits and vegetables, and how can I do it. My work makes it very difficult to do it, and how can I do that? So hopefully I can give, oh, there we go. I thought we had disconnected. All right, so hopefully I can give us some strategies that can help all of you. And these are the strategies that I teach people who are doing a Fresh Start Cleanse, because in the Fresh Start Cleanse you are taught to eat 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And it's specific kinds of fruits and vegetables that you want to eat, which is specifically 3 cups of leafy greens, 3 cups of colored vegetables. That means that the color is, like for example, a pepper is red from the skin all the way to the core. So that's color, right? And sulfur, and 3 cups of sulfur, which means the food that are not colored all the way through. So you have like your cabbage and onion and so forth like that. And what would be another example? Oh yeah, pineapple. So another example is not colored all the way through. So you want to eat 3 servings of each. And that's a lot, and it sounds like a lot when you're not used to eating like that every day. And I confess that I sometimes, find myself like having a harder time eating those fruits and vegetables like I should on a daily basis. So this is good for me as well as for the person who asked a question. And if you have a question or you have a topic that you'd like me to talk about, either right here during this live broadcast or maybe in a future broadcast, go ahead and write it into the comment, and I'll try to talk to it. So I see Kayla and Tony Lascano joined, so hello. Welcome to the live broadcast. Okay, so here we go. We're talking about strategies for getting more fruits and vegetables in. And what I like to do when I'm really focusing on this is to just get it done by midday. Get your requirement in by midday. And so what I teach people who are doing Fresh Start to do is to get your 1 cup of green, because we got to do three of each, right? Get your 1 cup of green, 1 cup of color, and 1 cup of sulfur. So what might that look like? That might look like 1 cup of spinach and 1 cup of berries and 1 banana, right? And you put that in a blender, and you can add some other superfood to it, such as chia or other seeds, maybe some spirulina if you want. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And you blend it all together, and it makes a very delicious smoothie. And there you go, bada bing, bada boom. You got your at least 1 serving of those fruits and vegetables that you need in a delicious smoothie. You can even drink it throughout the day if you want. All right, so that's 1. And then the other strategy I recommend is then for lunch, you make yourself a big salad. So that's when you want to get 2 cups of leafy greens, you want to get 2 cups of color, and 2 cups of sulfur. So you're going to make a big old salad for lunch. And you're going to eat as much of that as you can, right? And if you really can't eat it all, that's okay. Save it and have it for supper. All right, so that is one strategy that I try to teach people who are on Fresh Start to do, so that they can get at least a minimum requirement, get it through. And what you will find out through time is that it's actually easier to eat more fruits and vegetables, because as you eat more, you actually, your body learns to crave more. So isn't that exciting, right? And I've tested it for myself. When I'm making a conscious effort to, you know, eat the same way that my clients do, and for camaraderie and support, I find that, wow, I'm actually craving more greens and more fruits and vegetables, more fresh things. So try it out. Get your smoothie, put some greens in your smoothie, make a big old salad for lunch, and just try to get as much of it in by midday as possible. And I feel the same strategy works with water, you know, with you wanting to make sure you get enough water intake. First thing in the morning, get a good liter of water in your body, so that you could start activating those organs and getting stuff flowing and working, and start, you know, activating the circulation, and just, it really does wake you up. So drinking your water first thing, and then by midday have at least the other liter down, and then you're done with your water requirement. And then you can just take little sips as you need in the afternoon, and then that way, when you're trying to sleep at night, you're not being interrupted with a full bladder that you need to go to the bathroom with, right? So those are a few tips. Do you have any tips? Please share them in the comments. How do you eat more fruits and vegetables every day? So the next thing I wanted to talk about today is a weekly product education series that I do for basically for everybody, right? To teach them a little bit about Shaklee products and what they can be beneficial for. And so what I do is I turn the page in the Shaklee product guide, and the product of the day is of the week, that's what we talk about. So last week I talked to you about vitamin E, and so this week I'm going to be talking to you about vitamin B. Can't really see it too well here because of course the image is reversed, but B complex and B vitamins are known as the happy vitamins. And I'm just going to share with you why we might need to take a B complex. If we are living in a stressful environment, well, stress depletes the B vitamins. Sugar also depletes the B vitamins. Alcohol and refined carbs depletes B vitamins. Antibiotics may deplete the B vitamins, which they are water soluble and not stored in the body. So we need B vitamins in our diet. So, and B vitamins work better and they're absorbed by the body better when they're taken together. You know, they're B supplements. In other words, you can buy B6 or just B12 or so forth like that. But it has been shown that these B vitamins are absorbed better when they're taken as a complex or they're taken together. And so that's why Shaklee offers B complex, right? Because they are more effective when they're taken together rather than separately, right? The B vitamins are water soluble and easily lost from foods and the body. Now here's something interesting. Someone who is, for example, vegetarian, they might have a harder time getting their B, especially B12, because B12 is found in a lot of animal products. And another question that I had was, well, where do animals get their B12? You know, how do they get that much needed vitamin? And it comes from the dirt, right? And when we you know, we are very careful about washing especially those leafy greens. We want to get all the dirt off, you know, because we don't want to make ourselves sick. But that may very well be where those B vitamins are, right? And so we know when cows or when chickens or, you know, when animals, they eat right off the ground, they eat the dirt and everything, and their body can process it. But whereas we, you know, we try to clean every little thing, and so we find ourselves, even though we're doing really good with eating our fruits and vegetables, we find ourselves coming short of getting enough B12, especially the vegetarians. So that's why it is a good idea to take a supplement, right? Especially as a vegetarian. One, I don't know, I wouldn't say she's an activist, but she's someone that I follow and I admire, Fully Raw Christina. She eats raw, 100% raw fruits and vegetables all day long. And she does also take a B12 supplement because she knows, right? Even though she eats a variety of completely plant-based food, completely raw, she knows the diet can still come up short, and so she takes a B supplement. Okay, so let's talk about, if you suspect that you might need B supplement, here are some common symptoms, right? You have mood changes, irritability, nervousness, fatigue, depression, mental confusion, headaches. One interesting thing was anemia. Anemia, sometimes when someone shows up as anemic, right away they go and they need iron, right? And sometimes the iron doesn't work, and oftentimes it's because it's actually the B vitamin that helps with that that helps those hemoglobin levels rise. So it's important to really look into that as well. Dieting, hair loss, hypoglycemia, anxiety attacks, those kind of issues might alert you that perhaps you need to look into taking a B complex. Here are the benefits from taking B complex. Well, you need to convert food to energy, right? And that B vitamins help with that. The B vitamins also help alleviate sugar cravings, and they form protective antibodies and healthy red blood cells. They promote normal growth in children and reduces the risk of heart disease, and it may be beneficial for women who are suffering with PMS, morning sickness, anemia, carpal tunnel syndrome, depression, and hearing loss. It also helps with birth defects, cervical dysplasia, and colon cancer, and it's needed to reduce homocysteine levels. So that's just a few of the benefits of taking B complex, and so consider it, especially if you have a limited diet, specifically a plant-based diet or a vegetarian diet. You might want to consider taking a B supplement so you can get all the B vitamins, especially B12, right? So that concludes today's health chat today. I want to thank you for joining. Remember to write in the comments whatever comment you have, or if you have a suggestion for me to talk about next week. What I'm going to start to do is download this and make this available for replay, so that I could share it, so we can share it with people who may not be on Facebook. And if you are curious as to what kind of natural solutions can work for you, I want to encourage you to take Health Print. I'm going to put the link in the comments below, or maybe I will edit the description here and make sure I have the link for it there. I want to invite you to take Health Print and discover, again, what kind of natural solutions. You might discover maybe I need B, right? Health Print is a health assessment that has been designed by a team of award-winning doctors, scientists, and nutritionists from Shaklee, and they will take into account your health goals and your limitations and your age and your there's like 20 questions that you are asked, and once you fill them out, then it will give you lifestyle as well as nutrition recommendations, and they could recommend also supplements that they feel you might benefit from. When I share that I'm vegetarian, that's one of the things that it recommended for me, taking a B complex, and it also explains why. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and again, if you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments and I will try to answer them next time. All right? Isaac's still asleep. Yay! We could talk in peace. All right. Until next time. Bye.